So for Ochre and Indigo, I wanted to really think about how could I turn the jewelry making work that I've been doing for the past 7 years, and how can I grow that scale. So I wanted to build a table. I was like, well, I'm gonna build a table, and I'm gonna do chairs, and I'm gonna really focus on High in the Hog, and that's what I want to do, because that the book and the Netflix special to me told me that like I am Black and I am Asian, and it felt really clear, because I think in St. Cloud it didn't feel very secure. There are a lot of questions about it. It made me question it. So with the work that she has done, it made me know that like I know what my foundation is, I know what my identity is, and I want to figure out, like listening to other stories to figure out who I am. So I'm a person that definitely grew up on college campuses in this town, and to be able to have it particularly at the technical college is, I was able to interview 2 people that are faculty and staff, and I've known them since I was since I was a young person. So they definitely are part of my development and the intercultural education that I received here. And I know that like because they were so heavily involved in me learning, it makes me an effective like artist and therapist. I had interviewed Sangeeta Jha because she was very present like throughout my development, and also when she saw my exhibit, she had talked to me about how ochre and indigo is very common words within the like Pan-Asian community, and I'm mixed race, so I'm Singaporean, Eurasian, and African American. So she was the one person that saw the layered of intersectionalities that I was trying to show, because particularly that exhibit was to focus on my Pan-African identity, but I also know that I can't deny the other parts of who I am. So that was placed strategically, like particularly in the color of indigo and in ochre. So that's why I wanted to highlight both. And she's like a self-taught cook, and I think the community work that she does here is very much centered around food. Like that's a gift, that's like joy, that's love, that she was very explicit in her narrative that she's able to provide. In Dr. Jessica V. Harris's book, High in the Hog, my takeaway around where I felt like I was like, oh, food is really transparent because of the transatlantic slave trade. That it was transparent that the people that were displaced and kidnapped like on the transatlantic slave trade to the Caribbean, South America, and to the United States, that they had a very proficient level of agricultural knowledge. Because I think the narrative that I held before, which I'd be like rooted in St. Cloud, made me feel like they're weak, they don't know, we can just make them work with their hands, it's nothing to do with their brains. So I think watching that, I was like, oh, I really minimized what the truth is. Because the truth is that they're smart, and the truth is that they were used to build economic wealth. And so when you see recipes, you're seeing like, this is the oppression that this community experienced. This is they maybe only had access to carrots and potatoes. So this is the foods that they had to manipulate and be really knowledgeable of. Recipe books are dense in knowledge and dense in stories. That it's not, it is about food, but it's a story. And it's something that's passed on, because we gotta eat. You have to eat, hopefully, like every day. Recipes cannot lie, because they tell you where the food was grown. They tell you like how things can taste. What's true is that we are valuable. What is true is that like we are smart. What is true is that they have hurt us for a long, long time. But we have still been able to hold like our stories. We still eat our stories, because you share space when you eat. You can't do it by yourself. There's so many other steps that bring your food to you. I guess I was really excited to have it in St. Cloud because I grew up here, and the little me wouldn't expect someone like me to make that. I think that's what I kept telling, or that's what kept coming into my mind during this residency project, was that how could BIPOC, LGBTQIA, other intersectionalities, how do we like take up space? Because we can and we should. And so it's really important for us to learn. It's really important for us to see ourselves. It's really important for us to exist and to love ourselves and to learn how to like be loved. So to me, this is love.